All right. So, is there an abstract self prior to our ends? It's a very heavy question there, and I don't think it's one that is poised to be answered with the utmost confidence by any means. Because how exactly does one know? How could you know through simply thinking that once you've stripped away everything that you would associate yourself with, that you would still be anything? I don't. But on the other hand, it does seem like you have something, some sort of self has willed to associate with one or another groups that they may have chosen. But it could be just that the history and whatever groups you had been chosen in the beginning to form yourself, kind of you think like, well, this would lead you that way, and eventually you end up where you are. So yeah, I don't know, stripping yourself of all of those, it would be, I don't know how you could, what would you really be then? Um, you wouldn't be you really. You wouldn't be the person that you were raised to be. So you would be well poised to uh, make a hypothetical social contract, though. That's for sure. So what really, when Sandel brought up, when he was introducing the ideas of MacIntyre, it resonated with me that it kind of relates to the whole. He says, "How can we decide between the two?" He's talking about the personal narrative conception and the voluntarist conception as freely choosing unencumbered selves. When he asked, and when he said we might ask ourselves, which better captures the experience of moral deliberation, that actually really like resonated with me, because I don't see when I don't have a clear set of morals to like fall back on. So, but when I try to figure out what I should do and like what's the right thing that I should do, and like what, like what am I going to try to do with my career? Like what is the best thing for me? What should I do? And like so I'm trying to deliberate what my obligation would be, and like what morally might I be obligated to do. And I fall back on thinking about the different, do I need to live at home, and do I need to live near home? Should I but I'm very compelled to do like humanitarian aid work, so should I? It seems to be the moral deliberation is mostly focused around when I'm trying to figure these things out. It seems to be mostly concerned with different communities that I associate with, but so I mean, I don't know. Is there an abstract self prior to our ends? It's tempting to say yes, and I think we could. It doesn't really. The question isn't really answered whether or not you can I think there are group-based obligations that arise from this concept, but um, I think you can completely ignore these obligations, and then uh, you will still be able to live live as if you are a entirely free and unencumbered person. But yeah, I don't know exactly.